Okuokpellagbe of Okpella, Lukman Akemokue, has established a joint security task force comprising local hunters and headers to address the rising cases of kidnapping and insecurity in Edo North. Speaking during a security meeting, the Monarch criticized ethnic profiling, stating that it hinders effective solutions. He emphasized that not all Fulani headers are criminals, noting that many are also victims of kidnapping, killings, and cattle rustling. Our approach replaces ethnic profiling with collaboration. The Joint Security Unit consists of local hunters and headers, some of whom are skilled hunters, he explained. According to him, engagement with key stakeholders, including the Saki Fulani of Okpella, Malam Ali, and Engineer Sela Kuba, National Secretary General of Metiala, Kutahoro, have already yielded positive results. Several kidnappers have been apprehended and handed over to the police. Those arrested include Fulani, Ebira, Igala, and Okpella natives. Kidnapping is not an ethnic issue but an organized crime, he stated. The Monarch outlined the structure of the kidnapping network, explaining that it operates through a coordinated chain involving informants, abductors, off-takers, and ransom collectors. He warned that while criminals collaborate for illicit gains, communities remain divided by ethnic profiling, which prevents effective solutions. As the Okuokpellagbe of Okpella, I am committed to working with security agencies to ensure the safety of all residents, regardless of ethnicity, he confirmed. Given all of the issues that have, since Thursday that has, gone on in Edo State, with the sad jungle justice method on 16 traveling hunters, and the governor of Edo State promising compensation to the families of those hunters, and equally going to Kano State to meet with the Kano State governor and meeting out ways where justice will be served. What are your thoughts on this collaboration efforts by the Okpella?
Okay, Emma, Otaria, I would say, of a truth, the kidnapping case and all that have showcased here is really is not really a good one, right. Coming from our society. But on the other part, we should also look at the security challenges in our country. Otaria, I must tell you for truth that the Nigerian police force, Nigerian security, if I'm to rate them on a percentage, they're below average, very much below average. Now, we keep having an increase of insecurity in the country, while we have a standing well security network. Now, the issue is that what is the Nigerian police force, Nigerian security agencies? What are they fighting? Do they abet crimes or they fight a crime? Now, you see a security agent will be standing and watching and wait for a crime to be committed before he will now come for arrest. Which means that after the aftermath of the arrest, and if where we can in Nigeria, where we can bring insecurity down to the barest minimum, if that's what they say, bail is free. If bail will be free, we'll not have all these issues.
We'll not have kidnapping if bail becomes free.
If bail is free, how? Let's say, for example, if anybody that is, if it's really pure, because if you go, the amount that they charge for to bail is much. Because this police, and also if these security agents will see it as, because this money that they extort has blindfolded their eyes into knowing that they are mainly to protect lives and properties. And not after the peanuts that they are receiving. Because for crying out, the government are paying them. They have been paid, but they are not after that part. As I'm thinking, in most of those checkpoints, you can pass with anything you carry. Whether you carry with firearms and maybe even a human head in your car boot. So first you can issue that maybe 100 or 200, you will pass.
But there has been circumstances when the police has refused those bribes and have outrightly arrested.
That is 1% out of 100%. That's 1%. Quote me, 1% out of 100%. You know, when the issues comes up, like maybe like 1,000 issues, they'll just bring only one to book, and everybody will keep glamoring for them that the police are doing that did their work. Right. Not, let me tell you, I was able to interview one or two police officers. They said if the police officers, they don't want to do their job, they can do their job very well. Yes. If they have a check-in, if the IG of police and other force can put a check-in, a stop to it, they will do their job very well. But when the system is bastardized, it's porous. And most of them, they see it as a money-making venture. Whereby they will just go there, and they're after, and most of them, even before they go to those checkpoints, from their DPO will tell them, this is the amount you come back home with. So they're after what they come up with. So, but I'm not concerned about that part, but I'm concerned about these kidnapping issues. Because most of these kidnappers, they take through these routes.
Now, the Monarch has, decided to form a coalition. He brought together a number of hunters, he brought together some farmers, and he brought together some herdsmen and said, come together, let's protect ourselves. If you have been going through the reports, which we have reported on ATN severally since Thursday, and for a while, most of the issue that has come out, even in eastern states as regards herdsmen, you find out that they will say the herders actually went into their farm and the livestock ate their crops and all of those. Do you think this coalition is going to bridge the peace we need? And should other states emulate what the Monarch has just done?
It's a good one. Otara, what we really need in Nigeria is peace.
Okay.
With peace, we can venture, we can make progress. We will have development with peace. It's a good one. It's a good coalition. Honestly, if they will be sincere to themselves, it's a good coalition. Because if everybody, let's say from the herdsmen, there are about 10 of them, for instance, and everybody 10, and we are coming up to form a formidable force. So in that force, everybody will be in what? In checkmating this thing. Not, that is why I'm looking at, if ethnicity and being biased will not bring into play. Because if they form that force, maybe if it happens from the herdsman angle, they shouldn't say, because it's coming from that part, they should cover it up. No. So if genuinely is a good one, honestly, is a good one, and with that, they can bring to fall these perpetrators of such acts, and all those persons, they'll be scared of it. Okay, let me just draw you back to the scenario in River State. As at first, when we had some kidnapping, stealings, and all that in River State, the government then brought in OSPAC, and I'm not talking about the OSPAC now. I'm talking about the OSPAC then. OSPAC, when they came to people, those cultists, I know that they took to their heads, because the OSPAC then they came with a genuine intention, and they were able to sanction these boys, and we had peace then, and also some level of peace that we're enjoying. So, if this is really coming from a sincere background, not one will within them will now sabotage the efforts, is really a good one.